Yes, hi everyone. So welcome back to Power Systems 2 online series. As in previous class, we studied about the open end line of transmission line, and now let us see the short circuited line. The short circuited line. Short circuited line. Yes, now you tell me what is the meaning of this title? Short circuited line, in a sense, which one is short circuited? Either sending end or receiving end. Either sending end or receiving end. That is, receiving end is short circuited. Receiving end is short circuited in the sense, when receiving end is short circuited, what about the voltage at short circuit? Zero. But the current is maximum. So that means whatever we analyzed in the previous case, just it is reverse to the present case. Just it is reverse. So in earlier case, we considered plus V as the reflected voltage and minus I as the reflected current. But whereas in the case of short circuited line, minus V as the reflected voltage and plus I as the reflected current. Plus I as the reflected current. So do you understand this concept? Yes, I hope so. Yes, first let us see. This is the circuit diagram. It is V. Just let me connect one switch. Switch S is there. This is transmission line. Okay. So here also let me take DX element at end of the receiving end. Yes, this is short circuit receiving end. Switch S is closed. Let us wait at some certain time duration. So here what we first one. So why we take DX at receiving end? Why can't we take at sending end? What is the reason behind that? That's why we are taken the DX element at receiving end only. Yes, because the reason is, yes, what is the reason? Because the reason is the impedance of the line is changed from characteristic impedance to the zero impedance at the receiving end, because impedance of the short circuit is zero. Impedance of the short circuit is zero. Yes, so now let us repeat the same steps. Yes, when S is closed, the switch S is closed, then the voltage wave V, current wave I are started from sending end. These two are traveling throughout the transmission line. These two are traveling transmission line. And here again we consider the last element as dx. So the voltage goes to zero. Voltage goes to zero in the sense because there is no drop in the receiving end. There is no drop in the receiving end. Whenever there is drop, so then we can expect the voltage. So no drop, no impedance, in the sense there is no voltage. So no voltage in the sense what we say, there is no voltage. So then what we can say, at dx element, yes, at dx element, the energy stored by the capacitor is going to vanish. Can we say vanish like that? No, here it has to satisfy the law of conservation of energy. That is, energy neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to the another form. So here also the same thing is happen. What is that? Yes, what is that? Yes, V and I are traveling throughout the transmission line. Throughout the transmission line. And here V by I is equal to Z. Or you can also write V by Z is equal to capital I. Yes, this is incident current. That is incident current. But at receiving end, what happened? At receiving end, what happened? The electrostatic energy is going to transform, or electrostatic energy is transformed to the electromagnetic energy. The electrostatic energy is transformed into electromagnetic energy. Therefore, there is no electrostatic energy. So now we can say electrostatic energy is vanished. But actually it is not vanished. It is transformed to the electromagnetic energy. Therefore, what we say, when electrostatic energy is transformed to electromagnetic energy is increased. Electromagnetic energy is increased. How electromagnetic energy is increased? Because the current value is going to increase. Current value is going to increase. Yes, let us see that. Yes, at receiving end, electrostatic energy, that is half CV square into dx, is transformed to electromagnetic energy half L small I square into dx. That is, so the reason for the transformation of the energy is, I assume, small I. This small I of current is added to the capital I. So hence electromagnetic energy is increased. That's why electromagnetic energy is increased. This small I of current is added to the capital I of current. So therefore, the electromagnetic energy is increased. Electromagnetic energy is. So do you got my point? Yes. Now you see. So here half get cancelled. Dx also get cancelled. And I square by V square, or let us write like this, V square by I square is equal to L by C. That means V by I is equal to square root of L by C. Now you say square root of L by C is the characteristic equation of lossless transmission line, or surge impedance. So which is square root of L by C. So this can be written as Z. Okay. From this equation we can write I is equal to V by Z. I is equal to V by Z. So the same expression you observed in earlier case also. I is equal to V by Z. So which is equal to capital I. So then what is the net current at receiving end? The net current at receiving end is let it be I double dash, or I double dash is equal to I plus I dash, where I double dash is the refracted voltage, and I is the refracted current, and I is the incident current, and I dash is the reflected current. So here I dash is equal to small I. This is equal to capital I1. That is I double dash is equal to I plus small I. So which is equal to I plus I. This is equal to 2I. Yes, now how you say? This is capital I is incident current, small I is reflected current. So the reflected current coefficient is plus 1. Reflected current coefficient is plus 1 for short circuit line. For short circuit line. Okay. Therefore, refracted current is 2I. Reflected current, incident current. If you add both, so then we have the 2I. This is for the current. Next, in same aspect, so we analyze the voltage wave also. We analyze the voltage wave also. How we analyze voltage wave? When switch S is closed, voltage V is travel. Voltage V is travel. So hence in the transmission line we have the voltage V, but at receiving end, so it is injected or added. Minus V is added because the net voltage at receiving end is 0. That is short circuit. Hence the net voltage, the minus V is added to the V. So hence what we say? V plus minus V is equal to 0. Or you can also write V plus V dash is equal to V double dash. V double dash in the sense refracted voltage is equal to V is the incident voltage and V dash is the reflected voltage. Here what is reflected voltage? V dash is equal to minus V. V dash is equal to minus V. V dash is equal to minus V. Yes, is it right? V dash is equal to minus V. So now the reflected voltage wave coefficient of short circuit line is minus 1. Reflected voltage wave of short circuit line is minus 1. Okay, just let me conclude these two topics. Alright, conclusion. Yes, let's write on that the first point. Conclusion, just write like this: open end line on one side, short circuited line on another side. Yes, in open end line, just I will tell you only 2 to 3 points. Yes, the first point is the dx element is taken at receiving end as the impedance of the transmission line is changed from characteristic impedance to infinite impedance. As in the case of short circuited line, so just you can write the same statement, but infinite is replaced with 0. Just write on that. The dx element is taken at the end of transmission line or near to receiving end of the line. So whatever you have written at the open end, just write on the same, but you replace the infinity with 0. 0. Yes, next one. Second point. In open end line. Open end line. Let's write in the next line. Then kinda rayandi. The reflected voltage is plus V. Reflected voltage is plus V. That is the coefficient of reflected voltage wave is plus 1. That is the coefficient of reflected voltage wave is plus 1. Reflected voltage wave is plus 1. Reflected voltage wave is plus 1. And here in short circuit line, the reflected voltage is minus V. Reflected voltage is minus V. That is the coefficient of reflected voltage wave is minus 1. Reflected voltage wave is minus 1. Reflected voltage wave is minus 1. Next. Third point. The reflected current is minus I. In the key under the open end, reflected current is minus I. That is the coefficient of reflected current wave is minus 1. Coefficient of reflected current wave is minus 1. Coefficient of reflected current wave is minus 1. Yes, next short circuit line. Under the short circuit line, the reflected current wave is plus 1, plus I. Reflected current is plus I. Reflected current is plus I. That is the coefficient of reflected current. Reflected current wave is plus 1. Next, fourth point. Yes, the refracted voltage is refracted or transmitted voltage. Refracted voltage is 2V under the open end. Yes, open end kinda refracted voltage is 2V, and under the short circuit refracted voltage is 0. Refracted voltage is 0. Refracted voltage is 0. Yes, next. Refracted voltage is 0. Yes, next. Refracted current is 0 under the open end. Yes, under the open end, refracted current is 0. Refracted current is 0. But whereas under the short circuit line, what is refracted current? Refracted current is, yes, refracted current is 2I. 2I. ఎస్, పైన ఓపెన్ ఎండ్లో రిఫ్రాక్టెడ్ వోల్టేజ్ 2V అని పెట్టారుగా. ఎస్, పెట్టకుంటే పెట్టండి. కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ షార్ట్ సర్క్యూట్ దగ్గర రిఫ్రాక్టెడ్ కరెంట్ వచ్చేసి 2I. ఎస్, దీస్ ఆర్ ది థింగ్స్ యూ నీడ్ టు రిమెంబర్ ఫ్రమ్ ఓపెన్ ఎండ్ line and short circuited line. Okay, now let us see one more important topic, that is the line is terminated with resistance. Let's just keep studying. Transmission line terminated through resistance. Transmission line terminated, that is ended, through resistance. Through resistance. Now let me draw the transmission line. It is ended with resistance R. Now, what is the impedance of the transmission line? Z. So here the switch is closed and the voltage V has to be traveled along with I. Yes. Let's write down some points regarding to this. Let capital Z be the surge impedance of the line. Let capital Z be the surge impedance of the line terminated through a resistance capital R. Terminated through a resistance capital R as shown in figure. Yes. ఇంతకుముందు ఏం చూసాం మనం? either in the case of open circuit, one wave is reflected, which is reflected with negative magnitude, current is reflected. In the case of short circuit, voltage is reflected with negative magnitude. So that means any one of voltage and current are reflected back at the receiving end. Therefore the negative reflected back in the at the receiving end with the negative magnitude. So reflected wave travels along the overhead line or over the line along which the incident wave is traveled. Therefore, so let us we take one relation. Yes, what is that in the sense? Incident wave. Suppose the incident wave is traveled like this, where it may be voltage or current, and the reflected wave is traveled like this. Reflected wave is traveled like this. So if the incident wave is positive, then we assume the reflected wave is negative like that. So now let us we assume that I dash is equal to minus V dash by Z. What is Z? As I dash is traveling in the transmission line, therefore the transmission line impedance I am taken, that is Z, and I dash is the reflected current and V dash is the reflected voltage. I dash is the reflected current wave and V dash is the reflected voltage wave. Okay. And we know that refracted wave is equal to incident wave plus reflected wave. Yes, here we assume I double dash is the refracted current and V double dash is the refracted voltage. I double dash is refracted current and V double dash is refracted voltage. So into the resistor capital R, into the resistor capital R. So now what is incident waves? That is, we have incident current is equal to yes. We know the reason, we know the equation, that is I is equal to V by Z. This is incident current. And what is reflected current? I dash is equal to minus V dash by Z. And what is refracted current? Refracted current in the sense which is refracted into the resistor, that is I double dash is equal to V double dash divided by R. V double dash divided by R. And but we know that I double dash is equal to I plus I dash. I double dash is equal to I plus I dash, and similarly we can also write V double dash is equal to V plus V dash. That is V double dash is equal to V plus V dash. So write along with me. Now by using these relations, so let us we simplify the equation. That is, so first I am taking the current equation. That is I double dash is equal to I plus I dash. This is I double dash expression is V double dash by R is equal to V by Z minus V dash by Z. V dash by Z. So then V double dash by R is equal to V by Z minus. So from this equation, how we write the equation for V dash? V dash is equal to V double dash minus V. Yes, let me substitute the same value here. V double dash minus V by Z like this. Okay. Now we simplify. We find the value of V double dash in the with in terms of V. That is V double dash by R plus V double dash by Z is equal to V by Z plus V by Z. Yes, this is, if we common the V double dash, this is R plus Z by ZR. This is equal to 2 into V by Z. This Z get cancelled. Okay. Hence, what is V double dash? V double dash is equal to, yes, V double dash is equal to 2V R by Z plus R. This is reflected voltage in terms of incident voltage. And similarly, what is refracted voltage in terms of incident voltage? Similarly, what is reflected current? Refracted current? I double dash is equal to V double dash by R. So this is 2V by Z plus R. 2V by Z plus R. Yes, R you can also write. That is I double dash is equal to 2V by Z plus R. So here what I am doing, in the sense I multiply and divide with Z, then it is 2 into V by Z into Z divided by Z plus R. Now what is V by Z? V by Z is I. So hence I double dash is equal to 2I Z by Z plus R. 2I Z by Z plus R, or I into 2Z by Z plus R. So this is for refracted voltage and refracted current. So now let us find. Yes, let us find V dash. Yes, how we find, in the sense. So first I am substituting V double dash is equal to V plus V dash. That is, we know that V double dash is equal to, what is the equation? 2VR by Z plus R, and this is equal to V plus V dash. Yes, from this relation find out the value of V dash. Then V dash is equal to 2VR by Z plus R minus V. Minus V. Yes, this implies, if we take the V as common, then 2R minus Z minus R by Z plus R. Z plus R. Then 2R minus R is R. So hence V dash is equal to V into R minus Z by R plus Z. This is reflected voltage. This is reflected voltage. Reflected voltage. Okay. If it is reflected voltage, then what is reflected current? I dash is equal to minus V dash by R. This is minus V by R into R minus Z by R plus Z. V by R is I. Therefore, I dash is equal to minus I into R minus Z by R plus Z. Yes, I hope you have the 4 equations, that is refracted voltage V double dash, refracted current I double dash, reflected voltage V dash, reflected current I dash. Yes, you have the 4 equations. So now whatever you derive the expressions, is it right or wrong? So how we know? So there is possibility here to check your derivations. To check your derivation. How you can check? How you can check? In the case of open end line, the value of R is equal to infinity. Yes, is it right? In the case of open end line, the value of R is equal to infinity. In the case of short circuit line, the value of R is equal to 0. So now let us check whether it is right or wrong. Just this is for you, not for the examination. If they specify to check this with open circuit and short circuit, then you can check, you can write, but it is not required to write in the examinations. Yes, the first one is, let us we check for open circuit line, open circuit end, open circuit end. So now the end the transmission line is terminated with open circuit, which means that R is equal to infinity. R is equal to infinity. Yes, if R is equal to infinity, then what is the coefficient of reflected and refraction? So the first one is, what is the coefficient of refraction, refracted current? I double dash is equal to, what is the equation? I into 2Z by Z plus R. Thus this is called coefficient of refracted current. So hence, what is this value? Here R is replaced with infinity, that is 2Z by Z plus infinity. So hence this value is infinity plus anything is infinity. Anything by infinity is equal to 0. That is I double dash is equal to 0. That is in the view of current, refracted current, it is okay, because there also we got the same. Okay. Next, that is refracted voltage. Refracted voltage, V double dash is equal to, what is equation? 2VR by Z plus R. So here you need to replace R with infinity. If you replace R with infinity, you will get infinity by infinity. So in order to avoid that, so just show common the R in the denominator. R, Z by R plus 1. R get cancelled. Then V double dash is equal to 2V by 1 plus Z by R. If R is equal to infinity, that is R tends to infinity, then this entire term is 0. Sorry, this entire term is 0. If it is 0, 2V by 1 is 2V only. V double dash is equal to 2V. So now you check in the open end the coefficient of refracted voltage wave is 2. Yes, I hope you got this same. You can check with the table. Table is there. Okay. And reflected. So let me check with reflected also. Yes, reflected. Reflected voltage, that is V dash. Yes, V dash. V dash is equal to V into R minus Z by R plus Z. So here what is the coefficient of reflected voltage? Coefficient of reflected voltage is R minus Z by R plus Z. So let us be common R in numerator and denominator. Then R 1 minus Z by R divided by R 1 minus Z by R 1 plus Z by R get cancelled. So then the coefficient of reflected voltage is 1 minus Z by R by 1 plus Z by R. Now if you substitute r is equal to infinity, this term is 0 and this term is also 0. Hence coefficient of reflected voltage is plus 1. You check in the table, the same thing you get. And what about the reflected current? That is I dash is equal to I dash is equal to minus I into R minus Z by R plus Z. So here what is the coefficient of reflected current? The coefficient of reflected current is equal to minus into R minus Z by R plus Z. So already we have this value. So hence it is minus 1 when R tends to infinity. R tends to infinity. So can you check in the same manner for short circuit also? Yes, you will get the same. That is when R is equal to 0. If you substitute R is equal to 0, you will get the same values. Yes, I hope you understand this topic. That is, the transmission line is terminated with resistance. Transmission line is terminated with open circuit. Transmission line is terminated with short circuit. 3 topics we covered today. That is, open circuited line, short circuited, open circuit end line, short circuited line, and the transmission line ended through resistance. Just these 3 topics just today we covered, and thank you for listening this. Let me stop here, and tomorrow, so let us we see if the resistance is replaced with the cable. We'll take one more cable. So then how the reflected and refraction voltages and currents, all these things we will see in the next class. And also we'll solve some problems. There's just 2 topics are ahead, and with those 2 topics this 4th unit is also over. It is a very simple unit, okay, but you need to remember all these things. You have to work hard. Yes, thank you for listening the class. Thank you once again. Yes, have a great day.